Good afternoon and welcome to Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on YouTube's Jai-Alai Channel. I'm Stu Nyman. I'm here with Andrew Bleckman, and we're pleased to welcome you to this Saturday afternoon performance. We have 9 games for you beginning at 4 p.m. In addition to fast and fun Jai-Alai action, each of today's games offer win, play, show, quinella, exacta, and trifecta wagering. If these terms are new to you, we'll explain them throughout the performance. We also have a Pick 3 wager in Game 4, the high-paying High 5 jackpot, which begins in Game 3 with its $2,000 guarantee, and the all-new Mighty Ocho. That begins in Game 1. Online wagering is available at watchandwager.com, or if you happen to be in Connecticut, My Winners, associated with Connecticut Off-Track Betting. Placing bets is not necessary to enjoy all that we have in store for you today. And for the first time in a couple days, we have no scratches in today's performance. A scratch occurs when a player who's been scheduled to play is out for an injury or illness. So we have no scratches in today's performance. The program as you see it online at MagicCityCasino.com is correct. And we recognize that many of you are sheltering in place or safer at home or just trying to get by as best you can as we all confront this new normal. Wherever you may be, we hope you are safe and healthy, and we are very glad that we're able to bring you Jai-Alai as sports entertainment this afternoon. Now we welcome you to sit back and relax, because beginning at 4 p.m., it's time to play Jai-Alai. Good afternoon, Andrew. How are you?
Stu, good to be back here. Nice Saturday afternoon. A little late here today. Traffic. You'd think that the traffic nowadays would be a little bit less, but
no, with the pandemic that's around, Miami's a little bit like old Miami. I don't know how to describe it. It's like there's not a lot of traffic on the Palmetto. It's like, which is like there's always traffic on the Palmetto. Of course. And Miami International Airport, there's only like 4 airplanes and half of them say Eastern. So it's like we went through a time warp.
No, there's absolutely no one on the road. Still people flying out there. 3 of the 5 times I've been driving up and down from Boca, going down 95, 60% of the time I've been driving, there's been an accident. So be careful. Daytona, it's not Daytona Speedway out there. It is still I-95. Speed limits are still in effect through this. So if just warn the fans out there, obviously wherever you are, but in Miami in particular, people have been flying by me, and I would say that, obviously within reason out there, the speed limit, but there's still people flying out there, and we've seen a lot of scary things. So, of course, just a friendly reminder, be safe out there, and a little bit of why I was a tad late today still.
Stay in and watch Jai-Alai.
Yeah, stay in, watch Jai-Alai.
Stay in and watch Jai-Alai. And definitely don't, speed, but a Miami or South Florida thing to do would be to, of course, speed excessively on 95 with YouTube on your phone and be distracted by that, which obviously we don't want anybody to do.
If you're going to watch Jai-Alai, put it on the TV at home, put it on your computer, definitely do it in the safety of your own home. Before we get into today's action, all these games to mention have spectacular 7 scoring. What does that mean? Well, if you're joining us for the first time, we've got a video to explain how that's going to work. Take a look.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
And we welcome you back. Well, of course, you never left. I guess we're back, so that's the proper way to say it. And we had the wrong entries up on the screen before. They're correct now, which is a good thing. Occasionally we have these little mistakes, so if you have a program you look at the bottom, and it says Saturday, May 9th, 2020, afternoon. There's only one performance today, so that would be it. And if that doesn't match what you're seeing on the screen, what you have in your hand, as long as it matches the calendar, is correct. And eventually someone will call, let us know you have the wrong thing on the screen, or one of us will gaze up and go, hey.
And our hearts will start pounding out of our chest.
Hey, wait a second. And then we'll figure out who's wrong and then get it fixed. We have about 5 minutes till we begin. Actually, now I guess we're down about 3 minutes till we begin Game 1. Game 1 and the mighty Ocho just now, less than 5 minutes away. Good luck, and we're glad you're here. Or there, I guess. It's not really here. We're here.
No one's here. We're the only ones that are here.
The players are here, too.
Players are here, distance from us.
Yeah.
Talking about how there is a lot of separation here. You know, we have all these barriers, everything's in place, a lot of mitigation protocol, and one of the things that we talked about last year, a lot of player interaction, people coming up behind yelling things. Not a lot of that this year. It's been awfully quiet back here, which is good, keeping our space. Obviously, we need to during this time.
And people who know that I have a unique relationship with the players, so the first thing I say is thank God. And then the other thing to point out, someone did bring this up yesterday, is that it does sound occasionally like I'm speaking to the players. It's important to understand we're seated right behind the back wall. So we do have eye contact, actually, with the players. And one of the roles that I serve is training players, along with Juan Ramon Arasate. And so, yeah, there are definitely times where I'll be talking into the microphone, but yes, I'm very much speaking to the players. And yes, they can hear me during games.
Yeah.
So, especially if they do something that they really shouldn't do or something that we've worked on in practice, yeah, I can't help but bring it up. And I guess folks just get to listen in.
And sometimes they think that we can really hear them better than we actually can. We've tried to get better at lip reading, but sometimes it's a little different.
Can't hear a thing through the glass. I mean, this glass it's double pane with a membrane in between it, which is how it puts up with all the abuse from the ball.
I was going to say Tennessee in particular always wanted to make
eye
contact.
For 3 years, he's been talking. I have no idea what he's saying, and it's like, no, come over here.
And I feel bad because he's so nice. I don't want to be like I'm not listening to you in any way, but
and apparently his Tennessee's wife is tired of hearing us refer to him as being nice. He did bring that up. He says apparently led to an argument or I don't necessarily think it was an argument, but she sent him with a message pinned to his chest
that said, "Make sure you get it on the air that Tennessee is not as nice.
It's not as nice at home." It's like, okay,
hard to believe. I couldn't imagine.
Maybe she's just tired of the niceness. She may have had enough of the niceness.
After many years.
3 minutes to go till Game 1. We have 2 minutes remaining for placing all wagers in Game 1. And if you're not wagering, that's fine. We sincerely hope that you enjoy all of the highlight action in today's 9 games. And we begin game number 1, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Starting us off in today's first game is Wello, number 29. He is serving in the red shirt of post 1, receiving in the blue of post 2, number 26, Lamonte. First matchup of this Saturday afternoon performance is Wello serving to Lamonte. There's the serve. We begin game 1. Ball tipped at the 10 line, point 2. Lamonte in post 2 gets the first point of the day. That'll bring to the court the white shirt of post 3, number 10, Juice. Lamonte from the forehand. Over the top, big bounce. Juice hangs out in the backcourt to make the catch. Lamonte moves into position, returns it from the forehand nicely. Scoop by Juice. Ball goes off the tip of Lamonte's cesta, point 3. 3 now serve to the green shirt at post 4. Here's number 31, Assier. Strong reverse by Assier. That's going to score from the forehand of Assier, point 4. Our next matchup has Assier serving to the black shirt of post 5. Here's Fred. Fred from the backhand, nice and hard. Assier takes it on the forehand. Fred again. It's a long 2-all, stopped on the forehand of Assier. This one gets by Fred and scores point 4. Assier has 2 points. He now serves to the yellow shirt of post 6, number 24, Cool Fitness. Cool Fitness with a strong backhand. Rebote left side by Assier. Going to take a big bounce. Stopped by Cool Fitness. Carom by Cool Fitness. Scores. Point 6. This matchup has Cool Fitness serving to the pink shirt of post 7, number 30, Diaz. That's an excellent serve by Cool Fitness. Came to the sidewall about the 12 line, stayed there, and scored. Point 6. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8, CRB. Nice Rebote save by Cool Fitness. Here's CRB with a carom. Stopped on the left side of Cool Fitness. Rebote for CRB to the inside. Cool Fitness with a great catch on the backhand. Point 8. That completes the first round of play, and all matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return in the second round, the red shirt at post 1, Vuelo. Vuelo keeps it inside. Forehand rebote by CRB. Vuelo with a tip ball at the 10 line, point 8. Receiving, blue at post 2, Lamonte. Great serve by CRB, will score, point 8. That's straight points to a possible game point here for CRB in post 8. Trying to stop him, Juice in the white at post 3. That's an overserve, ladies and gentlemen. Ball's got to land between the 4 and 7 line on the serve. Overserve, loss of point. Point goes to the 3. Play in our first game will continue now. 3 on the board with 3 points. Serving to post 5, the black shirt, Fred. It's a hard throw by Juice. Juice for the rebote, missed at the 9 line, point 5. Our next matchup has Fred serving to Assier. Green at post 4. Excellent serve by Fred's going to score, point 5. 5 has 4 points. Back and ready to receive. The pink at post 7, Diaz. Diaz with a good catch. Backhand to the inside. Here's Fred winding up. 2-0 by Fred. Caught in the air by Diaz. Fred for the rebote. That hits the overhead screen. Out of play. Point 7. Post 6 receives. Cool Fitness. Diaz from the backhand. Midcourt. Tipped. Point 7. Diaz serving with 4 points to the red of post 1, Vuelo. Great pickup on the forehand of Diaz. Sends it high. Gets it over Vuelo's head. Vuelo looking for a rebote. That's in play. Diaz backs all the way up to the 13 line to make the catch. Forehand return. Coming to the wall. Blows there. Point 1. Vuelo serves the returning 2-post, Lamonte. That's a nice backhand throw by Lamonte. Lamonte missed the rebote, point 1. One has 4 points, but returning with possible game point. The purple of post 8, CRB. Strong backhand thrown by CRB. Point 1. Possible game point here for the red shirt of post 1, Vuelo on the court trying to stop him. Post 3, Juice. Excellent catch by Juice. Nice backhand. Vuelo for the rebote. Needed to take that ball in the air. Point in game, red shirt at post 1, Vuelo. Vuelo comes in first. CRB comes in second. This is a playoff for third place, 5 serve 7. Fred placed it inside. It scored. A third place finish for the black shirt at post 5, Fred. Unofficial order finish 185. Your prices will be up in a moment. Not a slow start, not a fast start. Decent start.
Kind of somewhere right in the middle there. CRB,
yeah, exactly.
CRB, we were talking nice run there, but a couple times this year we've seen him try to put a little extra into that serve when a possible game point. Unfortunately for him there, cost him the win that time. Like to see him just, get that serve in, really just focus on, playing out that point and not taking himself off the court in that possible game point. You just got to stay out there. He can catch, he can make all the throws. You've seen, made a lot of good catches out there. Just can't really take yourself, can't make your own mistakes out there and cost yourself. Still a place, though. Not horrible for him, absolutely, to start it off.
You're absolutely right. That gives us our prices for the first game. The Canelo, 1-8. That's first and second finishing in any order, 1-8 or 8-1, returning $22 even. Trifecta, 1-8-5. That's first, second, and third place finishing, 161.80. In addition to that, the one thing that we like to say in the training sessions is you don't want to give points away. It's in our first year we were very much of a mindset, just focus on catching, get it up to the wall, and do the best you can. Last year we started working a little bit more on strategy as players were able to handle that. And just overall, it's, you can be beaten. There's nothing wrong with being beaten. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being beaten. A good 2-all that's thrown against you, a good shot, however it is, but don't give points away. Don't throw it off the court. Don't overserve. If you try something that you have business trying and you miss it, that's okay. Every now and then, some of the players would try things that were, I guess we would call them beyond their skill level. But getting it in the box for the serve is not beyond anyone's skill level here. Everybody can get it between the 4 and 7.
Right.
There's really no in singles, there is never a reason to underserve. Never. We should never see an underserve in singles.
Speaking of serving, we did have one question that asks you, obviously the sidewall, have that there. Can you hit the sidewall on the serve, or what's the deal with that, Stu?
No, it's the ball has to go from the service line at the 11 line, or the ball has to be bounced behind there into your cesta and from there to the front wall. There's obviously different ways to serve it as far as speed, as far as where an individual player likes to position it on the front wall. Some players break it up into quadrants. We divide the wall into 4, and some prefer to go high and outside or inside to get the biggest bounce. But it does have to go from the cesta to the front wall. On the serve only, you cannot carom it off the sidewall. You can't carom serve. And it's not just throwing that as a shot. It can't touch the sidewall.
Right. And that's the same, obviously, for doubles, as both singles and doubles.
Yes.
No
there is a type of highlight play where that is allowed. We don't have it here in Partido play.
Really?
In Partido play, they're given 1 over serve. and they're allowed to
Right.
carom serve.
We tested a couple partidos out.
Yes,
here
we did.
last
We didn't.
year.
We didn't do the
Yeah.
partido. We didn't do the carom serve.
Yeah, no,
we didn't do the carom serve. I think
Baby steps.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
The partido itself was a big step, and
Exactly.
then we didn't want to.
Carom serve was someone standing in the box at this particular court, which is about 30 feet shorter than a traditional court.
Yeah.
And the ball that goes this fast, and these guys are strong. Carom serve's a little too dangerous.
Yeah.
Still,
Yeah, not what you want to throw.
just
out.
a little too dangerous. Up next, we have game number 2. It's a spectacular 7 singles match, played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. There are no scratches in game 2. There are no scratches in today's performance. Well, Barba's back. He's going to be in game 2, post 7. Feeling under the weather the last couple days? Checks out. Clean bill of health, which is a good thing.
Yeah, good to have El Barba back. So you mentioned hopefully Jed not in the program today, but hopefully we'll be back in action soon.
I believe next week he should be good to go. Again, Jed now with the back injury. Lower back injury.
Oh,
And if we look out in the audience, we can see, oh, great, lifting weights.
Yes.
Awesome. Great. Just what I like to see. Well, no, that's part of his training, I imagine.
It means
Or part
hopefully
of his
he's
rehab.
part of the rehab, getting back to full strength. It's good to see there, working on the back. We got another fan question following up. We were talking about the serve. They said, what is a carom serve? And maybe you want me to take it? I can take this
By all
one.
means.
Stu's a great teacher of the game and obviously taught me a lot that I know. So if there's any questions, I'm still learning as well. So please, we'll take all the information we can get. But the carom serve is just like the carom shot in Jai-Alai, which would be thrown off the side wall first, hitting the front wall, and then landing on the court. So a carom serve is just the same thing as a carom shot.
But it has to
would
hit
be
the
a
floor
serve.
between the 4 and the 7 line.
A carom serve would be served off the side wall into the front wall and then land in that box between the 4 and the 7 line, whereas the serves that we have to hit the front wall first and land between that box, and there could be no contact with that side wall first before hitting that front wall.
Exactly.
Yeah.
2 minutes to go till we begin game 2. Game 2 is now just 2 minutes away. Juan Ramon Arasate just took a walk behind the back wall. There's this court was obviously built in a room that's been here since the 1960s, I believe it is. And it's one of the reasons why we have glass wall and composite sidewall is that to put a traditional Jai-Alai court in here could have been done. However, we're on a second floor, and that there was some question as to whether or not the floor could support the weight in this area. So glass, steel, and composite is what we went with. But there's some storage on the other side of the back wall, and JR just took a walk back there, and he asked if we too had been scared by the mannequins, which Scott hid back there for some reason. I think he watches the cameras, the surveillance cameras, and just see if everybody
just to
gets
get
scared.
a cheap laugh out of it. I mean, every single time.
Yeah,
We've
it
gone
scared the
past
hell out of me, and
every
I've walked
time.
by them 10, 15 times, and it's like, how don't I know that they're still there?
Every time. I think it's like maybe a security guard, or they got like someone's watching us back there every time. But yeah, when you don't expect it, and you see a full body.
Yes.
Like, goodness.
Or three in this closet with
two.
hands in bizarre directions.
Yeah,
it's like, it's like a Stephen King
these look
film.
oddly realistic. Stephen King film. That's pretty good.
Well, no, that's the first thing that came to mind. It's distorted images of body. That's what that was like.
I was thinking of movies. Maybe. Well, we only got a minute left. Maybe we'll get some movie chatter in. Any good movies people have seen? Post them in the chat. Maybe we'll we'll bring that up in between some of these games. Clock hits 0. Ready to go to game 2.
We're ready to begin game number 2. A spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. All points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1 is Ikeda. Receiving blue post 2, Anderluck. Ikeda serves Anderluck. This is the first matchup of our second game. There's the serve. We begin game 2. Ikeda chose to play the rebote on that one. Here's Anderluck from the 8 line. Over the top. There's the carom. Caught by Ikeda. Ikeda returns the carom. Anderluck's up at the 4 line. Rifles it back. Ikeda coming in too hard. Did not was not able to stop the ball. It's one thing. You got to make that catch. You got to stop the ball. Great hustle by Anderluck. This point goes to 2. 2 first up on the board in our second game. Here's the white shirt at post 3, number 29, Velo. Anderluck from the forehand. That's a carom. Lands in and scores. Point 2. And carom, we were talking about earlier, sidewall, front wall, floor, and out. Kill shot and highlight from the forehand. Here's Ben, green at post 4. Ben with a powerful forehand. Here's Anderluck. Another carom by Anderluck. Ben read it, got there, just couldn't stop it. Beautifully thrown by Anderluck. Point 2.
Yeah, when Anderluck gets in a good rhythm on those kill shots, he likes to throw them a lot, Stu.
Black shirt at post 5 receiving Tennessee in our next matchup. Tennessee from the forehand. He goes deep. Anderluck for the rebote, just places it inside. Tennessee got up there. Good positioning by Tennessee, putting it back inside and scoring. Point 5. Throw the ball where your opponent's not. Next matchup. Tennessee serves Diaz in the yellow post 6. Diaz on the backhand. Tennessee catches it at the 10 line. Ball died coming off the back wall. Diaz kept it in play. Tennessee with a little bit of a back step. Not sure what was going on there. That forehand goes to the overhead screen. Point 6.
Tennessee getting reacquainted with his old friend Machu Picchu.
Our name for the overhead screen. Here's pink shirt at post 7, El Barba. El Barba with a nice backhand. Diaz, rebote to the inside. What a catch by El Barba. Diaz with that 2-all. Softly put, that scores. Nice touch. Point 6. Our final matchup of the first round in this second game. Diaz serves to the purple shirt of post 8. Bueno. Good catch by Diaz. Nice backhand. Gets it out to the rebote. Diaz winds up, didn't play the 2-all, put it inside. Bueno's there. Bueno hits the back wall hard. Diaz for the rebote. Big bounce to the inside. That's difficult. Good effort by Bueno. Diving save. Just missed. Overhead screen. Point 6. Diaz has 3 points. The first round of play is complete, and all matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return in the second round. Red at post 1, Ikeda. Diaz for the rebote. Big bounce. Ikeda backs up all the way to the 13 line. Catch by Diaz. Nice backhand by Diaz on the wall. Ikeda for the rebote again. Diaz, great catch at the 9 line. Nice backhand. Nice throw by Diaz again to the inside. Another rebote for the forehand.
There's again.
Diaz hangs on to it. Backhand. Rebote again for Ikeda. Ikeda with a swing and a miss at the 8 line. Point 6. Great play by Diaz. That brings us to our first possible game point here for the second game. Diaz serves to Vuelo. Ball tipped. That is point and game. A perfect game for the yellow shirt of post 6, Diaz. No playoff in this second game. 2 comes in second, 5 comes in third. Unofficial order of finish, 6-2-5. Your prices will be up in a moment. Results are official for Game 2. Coming in first with a perfect game, Diaz. Taking second, post 2, Anderlecht. Coming in third, post 5, Tennessee. 6-2-5, the official order of finish for game number 2. And we'll have your prices here in just a moment. Look at that win. 6 to win, returning $36. Not bad for a $2 wager.
Not bad at all, Stu.
The Quinella, 2-6. That's 2-6 or 6-2, first and second in any order, returning $40.40. The $2 trifecta, 6-2-5. That's first, second, and third place finishers. Well, the box price is $76.15. That's on a 50-cent try. And the $2 price is right there, $304.60. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, we begin Game 3. Game 3 starts. The 3 doubles games we have in today's performance. It's the first of 3 doubles games. Game 3 also begins the High 5 jackpot. But before we roll to the game, we have a video from what I understand, Andrew.
Yeah, I believe this video is going to teach you how we win, how we lose, what happens, how we play the game. Lindsay's got this video for us. Anthony, up there, roll it.
The main rule of Jai-Alai is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then, in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in Jai-Alai. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a Jai-Alai player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And we're back. That was winning and losing. Actually, when you introduced that, I didn't know if it was winning and losing in life, which I guess would have been a little much for a show that's only been on for a week.
Yeah, Saturday afternoon. We're just trying to watch some Jai-Alai. We're not trying to get.
That's a good point. Now, my mind typically goes off in those dark directions, but that's. And from what I understand, we had a question submitted.
Yes, our producer, Lindsay, she passed along another fan question.
Does she prefer producer Lindsay as opposed to lovely Lindsay? Probably.
Well, we'll have to ask her.
Well, she is a producer.
We said we're big into alliteration, so lovely Lindsay works. Maybe we'll have to find another L word. But
lovely producer Lindsay?
Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out. We got time. Well, but this question says, when it comes to doubles, is there a designated server on each team, or do they take turns serving? And then a follow-up to that, is there just no rule regarding such a thing in Jai-Alai?
We have rules about everything.
We've got,
no. So
they've got different names for shots on the right and left side. So there's rules for everything, names for everything. So
exactly.
Go for it, Stu.
And we're just trying to introduce people to it kind of slowly.
Yes.
But it's there is a designated server in traditional where Jai-Alai's, traditionally played. It's the front quarter's responsibility to serve in doubles. And why I say traditionally is because obviously these players, the most experience anyone has in professional anyway is 3 years on the court right now. When Ron comes back, he's got a few more years. So one of the things that we did, since players didn't train specifically as front quarters or back quarters, we allowed them to switch. We always insisted that the front quarters serve, but on a team, either player could play front court or back court, depending upon how they wanted to do it. This year, it's a little bit different. We're getting people more into roles, and so we have established back quarters and front quarters. So it's the front quarter's responsibility on each team, and no, they can't switch. There's 2 teams that we have that can switch front quarter and back quarter. But not playing right now, so.
Right, and just to clarify, the front quarter in doubles, just think of it, that front quarter is the guy that is closest to the front wall. The back court is the guy in the back. He is furthest away from that front wall. So if you're watching, that front quarter is going to be the guy up front. So after he serves, they typically go up to the front row.
Serve, and that's one of the things in training. It's like serve and go outside, because the other front quarter is trying to catch your serve and stick it up your butt.
Right.
Exactly.
Like tennis. Yeah, they might be trying to slam it right down your
Exactly.
throat,
So I mean, that's the front quarter is looking to pick the serve and throw the shot. So if you're serving, serve the ball, run straight outside. That's right. It's not particularly complicated, but that's more a strategy than anything else.
Right. And before we get into this third game of the afternoon, update on the standings for our doubles season. And another reminder, our doubles and singles standings are kept separate. So each you get a point for every win that you have for the championship doubles tournament with your assigned partner. Today there are no scratches, so everyone, if I'm not mistaken, Stu, looks like the program, everyone will be playing with their assigned partner, so all of these games will count as a win for the winning team. Atop the standings after 4 sessions of play, the team of Bueno and Tennessee, they have taken three doubles games. One of the top teams on paper. We mentioned both very consistent players and a team that has played together before. So communication, another thing that we've touched on a lot in doubles. That's a big advantage for that team as well. The team of Ikeda, I believe the team of Ikeda and Fred, they have 2 wins, and then Lamonti and Douglas. So Bueno, Tennessee up at the top of those standings. A couple teams right there behind them, but a long season to go with this doubles championship. The first tournament concludes almost at the end of June, Stu. So what is that, about a full month and a half left of play still? Almost 2 full months. So a lot of highlight doubles left to go. This is only the opening week of play.
Yes, it is. And what you're watching, for those of you who may be new to the signal, from what I understand, there's 500 people have registered.
500 subscribers.
Over 500 subscribers in a week.
Awesome.
Wow, I'm impressed. I mean, I like what we do, but you don't always know if other people are going to like it.
Exactly. But, Jai-Alai, as we've been saying, I've told everyone, it's fun, it's fast, it's an exciting game, so we're just glad that people are, get a chance to see that firsthand. This is the first time for a lot of viewers, so that's awesome that they're really enjoying it, seeing those comments. So we appreciate it, and we're glad, as we said, to be a source of entertainment during this time, sort of take your mind off of everything that's going on in the world.
I know. It's kind of lucky, I guess, that we just happen to have a pandemic around, because we've been here for 3 years. So
right. Yeah, year 3. Now we, the only live sport going on, so probably a lot of people just looking to get their fix in of sports and maybe gambling as well in some way. And again, less than a minute to the start of game 3.
Those pools are looking interesting. Those of you who
Yes.
may be wagering on this, we look at the pools. That's how much money is actually in the pot. They'll be divided up amongst the winning tickets. So almost $1,000 in that high five. After we start the game, there'll be over $1,000 in there. $761 in the tri-pool. There we go.
There it goes. How about that? And again, those numbers, 0 minutes. We'll explain that more when we have some more time. Stu, over to you.
There's the player manager's whistle, and so begins game number 3. A spectacular 7 doubles match. The first of 3 doubles games in today's performance. This game is played to 7 points, and all points will double after the first round of play. Game 3 also begins the high five jackpot. Our first matchup of this doubles game has Fred and Ikeda serving to the blue of post 2 Assier and Kubala. Fred serves. We begin game 3. Ikeda with a tip ball at the 12 line. Point 2. First up on the board in our third game. That'll bring to the court the white shirts of post 3, the team of CRB and Vuelo. Vuelo from the forehand at the 10 line. Rebote saved by Kubala. Big bounce brought down by Vuelo. Karen by Vuelo, stopped by Kubala. Kubala powers it back to the inside. Good catch by Vuelo. Kubala on the backhand. CRB forehand rebote. Kubala's there. Vuelo puts it back inside. Kubala's got it. Vuelo makes a difficult save on the left side rebote. Asier from the front court sends it back. Asier's there. Vuelo's there, rather. In and out of the cesta the ball goes. Point 3. Three serves to the green shirts of post 4. Bueno and Tennessee receive. Bueno picks the serve, rifles the reverse. Vuelo with a good catch. Tennessee. Vuelo again, this time from the forehand. Karen by Bueno, split placement. Wow, CRB pulled it out of nowhere but could not hold on to it. When you make that catch, you got to have control of the ball. Point 4. 4 serves to the black shirts of post 5. El Barba and Ben receive. Powerful backhand by Ben. Catch by Tennessee. El Barba from the backhand. That's a great catch by Tennessee. That backhand, however, too hard, too high, out of play. That hit the overhead screen, point 5. Post 6 receives, the yellow shirts, Juice and Cabrera. Ball tipped in the front court. Point 5. Our next matchup has El Barba serving to the pink shirts of post 7. The team of Diaz and Anderluck receives. It's a really good serve by El Barba. Here's Anderluck. Powerful forehand. Tipped in the back, point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirts of post 8, team of Lamonte and Douglas. Great catch by Anderluck off a powerful forehand. Lamonte in the front court makes the catch. Ball tipped in the backcourt. Great play by Lamonte. Point 8. 8 gets the last point of the first round. That completes the first round of play, and all matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return, 1 post, red shirts, Fred Ikeda. Fred knocked the serve down, point 8. 8 has 3 points. Lamonte now serves to the blue of post 2. Asier and Kubala receive. Forehand rebote by Lamonte. Kubala's there. Ball missed, point 2. 2 on the board with 3 points. Here's post 3. CRB and Vuelo. Catch on the forehand of Kubala. He comes over the top, big bounce, brought down by Vuelo. Ball missed, point 3. In our next matchup, CRB will serve the green shirts at post 4, Bueno and Tennessee. Bueno, bound and determined to take that serve. He got it. Here's Vuelo. Nice catch. Tennessee, forehand, inside. CRB's there. CRB ding the side wall. Placement to the inside by Bueno, caught by Vuelo. Bueno with the catch. Hard backhand by Bueno. Rebote save.
Yes.
That is beautiful by Vuelo. Absolutely beautiful. Almost got that one. Well played, point 4. Four has 3 points. Bueno now serves with the yellow shirts at post 6, Juice and Carballo. What a catch by Tennessee at the 13 line. Juice gets off a carom rebote. Bueno with a carambola. Oh. Reverse by Tennessee. Here's Bueno. Bueno on the carom that hits the pad. Point 6. Here's post 5, the black shirts, El Barba and Ben. Carom by Ben, beautifully thrown. Juice is there. There's another carambola by Juice to score, point 6. 6 has 4 points. Here's post 7, Diaz and Anderluck. And the carambola thrown low and hard from the front wall to the side wall, cutting back out. Anderluck from the forehand. Blasted high. Rebote coming out, way out. What a scoop
Yes.
by Anderluck. Ball tipped by Anderluck. Point 6. Sixers, post 1, Fred and Ikeda. Possible game point for Juice and Carballo. Ikeda from the forehand. Hard to the inside. Carballo for the rebote. Beautiful rebote by Carballo. Ball tipped in the backcourt. Point 1, play continues. Receiving, post 8. Purple shirts, Lamonte Douglas. Douglas with a powerful forehand. Here's Ikeda. Douglas with a hop makes the catch. Blasts it back. Gonna be a 3-wall play. That scores. Point 8.
And one just shot off the back wall with too much speed there. Powerful shot from Douglas.
Possible game point for the purple shirts of post 8, Lamonte and Douglas, trying to stop them, Asier and Kubala. Good serve by Lamonte. Robote, we have a swing and a miss. Point 2. Possible game point for the blue at post 2. Asier and Kubala trying to stop them. CRB and Vuelo. Vuelo on the backhand. Here's Kubala. Kubala diving, Robote save. CRB lets it pass to Vuelo. That's a great throw by Vuelo to the inside. Kubala's on it. Big bounce. That's a picada. Wow. Vuelo with a fantastic catch. Kubala calls for the catch. Plays it over the top. This one missed. Point 2. Point and game to the blue shirts of post 2, Kubala and Asier. 2 wins it, 6 comes in second, 8 comes in third. Unofficial order of finish, 2-6-8. Results from Game 3 are official. Coming in first, post 2, Asier and Kubala. Taking second, post 6, Juice and Carballo. Coming in third, post 8, Lamonte and Douglas. $2 Quinella 2-6, 48.60. The trifecta 268, turning 297.90. And consolations in the exacta. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, game number 4. A spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. All points will double after the first round of play. We are fortunately scratch-free in Game 4. Game 4 also begins today's Pick 3. If you'd like to participate in the Pick 3, you correctly pick the winners of Games 4, 5, and 6. That's the Pick 3 wager. Coming out of Game 3, there was some really good play by a number of different players individually and, of course, as teams. A particular note is Vuelo. Vuelo made some absolutely fantastic catches and also was keeping his backhand away from the side wall. That's one thing he's been doing the last couple days. If in highlight, traditionally, when you're learning the forehand and the backhand, you want to be able to throw the backhand consistently straight. There is a shot, and you'll hear me poo-pooing it from time to time, where you throw a reverse 2-all. So you actually take the backhand and you carom it off of the side wall, and it's sometimes very effective on this court too, but we want to know that you can throw straight. So when you dink the side wall a few too many times, we just want to make sure that you can throw straight and that you're not throwing everyone just to carom off the side wall. And then also it becomes fairly predictable because they typically don't cut out. So Vuelo's been having an issue with that the last couple days. It has actually been working for him. It hasn't affected his wins or win percentage. But today he's throwing very straight and also making some fantastic catches. Coming off of the sidewall very nicely on both the forehand and the backhand. So that's obviously good to see. Douglas is obviously throwing the ball 1,000 miles an hour every time he gets his hands on it. And the way that these teams have been put together, we have a stronger player with a weaker player. And since Douglas last year finished first in pretty much everything, this year he's paired with someone who just started last year. That was Lamonte's first year last year. And in previous years, players did not have quite the ability. Previous years here, players did not have quite the ability to be able to throw it exactly where they wanted. Now it's obvious that they're all taking real advantage of throwing two walls and keeping it with the weaker player, which is it's not just taking advantage of a weakness on a particular team. It's also keeping it away from Douglas. Right. I mean, are you going to throw it to his left side or right side? He's going to bury you with either side. So it's actually the smart play as far as strategy is concerned.
Right. Well, Lamonte out there made a couple good plays in that third game.
No question about it.
Front quarters were very active. We mentioned, front quarters and back quarters, those roles. Front quarters, just noticing overall a lot better positioning this season compared to last. Just in the right place on the outside, able to make plays on those kill shots if the opposing team decides to throw them, which last year there was a lot of balls that went by on that forehand side. And obviously we're mentioning those doubles teams. Something, it's taken a couple years to note about these doubles teams, and one in particular, Team of Juice and Carballo. Over the course, Stu, of these 2 seasons, I've been, watching these doubles teams and sort of how these guys interact with each other. Obviously, it's a team game, and team's really important. And just a really positive note about a Carballo team. Carballo and I believe Fred, they ran away with the first doubles tournament of last season, and they finished, I don't know if they came in second or they were really close in the third one as well. I know they were paired up again. And I think that goes, Carballo is one of the best teammates we have out there, and that's something that we see in doubles play a lot. After every point, sometimes guys make mistakes, and obviously not to name names of players, these guys are very competitive, and there's money on the line. There's a lot of frustration, a lot of emotion going on, and Carballo in singles play is one of the more emotional players we have. And if he makes a mistake, he's obviously very frustrated with himself, but it's crazy how in doubles he's almost a different player. He is the guy that'll go over and tap his player's cest. I saw that multiple times with Juice. If he makes him, tips the ball in the front court, a mistake that some people may just turn their head and walk through the cage. Every single time without fail over the course of 2 seasons now, just little things that you notice with doubles play, and that's important. Giving your teammate that confidence. If I had a guy that was, you could tell was a little frustrated every time you made a mistake, that's got to play. That's got to get in your head mentally, right?
Absolutely.
You're like, I don't want to mess up for my teammate. I don't want to make a mistake for him. And if you're focusing on not making a mistake instead of just playing the game, those are 2 very different mindsets. And you really want to just focus on catching it, keeping it as simple as possible. And I think that's why Carballo has really been at the top of these doubles, because his teammate, he because one of the top players isn't playing with a top teammate, but these guys have the confidence to be able to make the plays, and I think that speaks volumes to him just as a really good teammate.
It's absolutely positively hard to CTFB if you're concerned about screwing up.
And you don't want, you're worried about your teammate, giving you a look or just walking off, and just anything in this game. You got to be so focused, and just that little tap of acknowledgement, say, hey, it's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. We're going to get back out there the next time. That's something that over the course of 2 seasons, the wins have added up for Carballo, and that's certainly a big factor as to why I might, I say he's been successful out there in the doubles.
That's an awesome observation.
Yeah, it's pretty. I noticed that. You see all these guys, 2 years, and their attitudes. It's so interesting. But with Carballo, in singles, he's so emotional and he really wants to win, and that. But it's like in doubles, he really gets the concept of it's a team game in doubles. It's not about yourself, and he will never put his teammate down, and that's something that's really nice to see out there for sure.
We have 1 minute to go till we begin game number 4. Game 4 is now just less than a minute away. Game 4 once again, Spectacular 7 singles match. And here we go with game number 4, a Spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points, with all points doubling after the first round of play. Serving the red shirt at post 1, Tennessee. Receiving in the blue at post 2, Lamonte. Our first matchup of the 4th game has Tennessee serving Lamonte. Tennessee serves. We begin game 4. Catch on the forehand of Tennessee. Ball tipped by Tennessee. Point 2. 2 is first up on the board in our 4th game. I'll bring to the court the white shirt of post 3. Here's Ancier. Our next matchup has Lamonte serving Asier. Asier backing up. That was a particularly good serve by Asier. Nice and deep. Point 2. By Lamonte, rather. 2 on the board with 2 points. Here's post 4, CRB. Powerful backhand by CRB. Lamonte makes a fantastic catch. Big bounce to the inside, brought down by CRB. Point 4. CRB now serves to the black shirt of post 5. Here's number 29, Vuelo. CRB takes the ball in the middle of the court, throws a carom really hard, a little too hard. That's way off the court. Out of play, point 5. And our next matchup, Vuelo serves to the yellow shirt of post 6, Fred. Ball missed at the sidewall, point 6. Here's post 7 in the pink shirt, Juice. It's a strong serve by Fred. Juice with a powerful forehand to the inside. Fred took it a stab at it the first way, wasn't in position to throw the rebote, point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8, number 24, Cool Fitness. Cool Fitness from the backhand. Nice to the inside. Juice for the rebote. He made it. Here's Cool Fitness. A hard throw. Juice picks it up on the forehand. Forehand rebote to the overhead screen. That's up and away. Point 7. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Here's post 1, Tennessee. Our backhand to the inside, dropped by Juice at the 9 line. Point 1. One is serving to the white shirt of post 3, Asier. Powerful backhand by Asier. It scores. Tennessee dropped it. Point 3. Returning, Lamonte. Blue of post 2. Point 2. Lamonte has 4 points. He serves the returning 4 post in the green shirt. CRB returns. Lamonte with another good serve. Here's CRB from the 11 line. Catch by Lamonte. Back to the inside he goes. CRB with a nice pickup. Lamonte, beautiful rebote to the inside. 1 foot on the wall, 1 foot too many. Point 2.
Yeah, Stu probably could have taken that one. Didn't even have to leave his feet there. Probably would have secured that catch.
Possible game point here for Lamonte in the blue of post 2. Trying to stop him is Vuelo. Scoop missed. 0.5. Play continues. 5 on the board with 3 points. Here's post 6. Fred. Fred from the backhand. Nice and hard to the inside. Rebote. Out of play. 0.6. Fred now serves to the purple shirt at post 8. Cool Fitness. That ball died coming off the front wall. That's kind of a unique feature here at Magic City Jai-Alai. If the ball touches one of those bolts and there's no way to really aim for it, it will die coming off the front wall. Possible game point for Fred, trying to stop him. Juice. Pink of post 7. Real hard serve by Fred. Juice is there. Fred catches the ball in the middle of the court. Fred going for a shot. Missed the front wall completely. Wow. 0.7. Play continues. 7 on the board with 4 points. Here's post 1. Tennessee. Tennessee from the backhand. Mid-court placement. Juice picks it up. Forehand Rebote. Nice to the inside. That touches the floor twice and scores for Tennessee. 0.1. 1 has 4 points. Serving Tossier in post 3. The white shirt. Nope. Nope. 0.1. Possible game point for the red shirt at post 1. Tennessee trying to stop him. Here's CRB. CRB from the forehand. Picata. That means big bounce. It will score. 0.4. Play continues. 4 has 3 points, serving to Lamonte in the blue of post 2. Lamonte takes the court with possible game point. Good catch by Lamonte. Nice backhand. That's going to land in and score. 0.4. Possible game point for the green of post 4. CRB trying to stop him. Post 5. Vuelo, the black shirt. Forehand Rebote save. Big, big bounce. Vuelo from the 12 line. Got to try to catch that ball above your waist. 0.5. Possible game point here for the black shirt at post 5. Vuelo trying to stop him. Cool Fitness. Good catch by Cool Fitness. There's the backhand. Vuelo with a tip ball at the 9 line. 0.8. 8 has 2 points. Returning with possible game point is Fred. Fred from the forehand at the 9 line. Catch by Cool Fitness. Karen by Cool Fitness does not cut out. Fred's got it. Good catch by Cool Fitness. Backhand from the 10 line. Here's Fred.
Catch.
Robote left side. Cool Fitness showing some excellent control there. Here's Fred. Carambola scores for the win. Point end game, yellow shirt at post 6. Fred. 6 wins it. 1 serves 2. This is for second and third place. In and out of the cesta the ball goes. Tennessee finishes second. Lamonte finishes third. Unofficial order finish 6-1-2. Your prices will be up in a moment. And the results from Game 4 are official. Coming in first, post 6. The red shirt. Rather, the yellow shirt. Yes. 6 is yellow.
Colors.
Yes, colors. Colors and post positions. Fred comes in first. Tennessee comes in second. Lamonte and with blue post 2 comes in third. 6-1-2. The official order finish for game number 4. So that was, you said, Fred's first win?
First win of 2020 for Fred.
There we go.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to Fred. That gives us our prices for game number 4. Quinella 1-6, 39-20. Trifecta 6-1-2, 608.25. And a very respectable win price. $32.80 on that win. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, Game 5. That is a spectacular 7 doubles match. Fifth game is played at 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. It's the second of our wow. Just my mouth is just not working today, like at all.
It's 4 sessions of highlight come back today. There's been a lot of highlight this week.
I mean, we're
so
not
it's
exactly breaking
understandable.
rocks with a sledgehammer here, though, for God's sakes.
It's not groundbreaking.
So let me try that again. Up next is
we
Game
can do it.
5. Game 5 is a spectacular 7 doubles match. That's so far is good. Now the rest of it goes something like, and I'm not even reading this, is that this is the second of our 3 doubles games in
Correct.
today's performance.
Yes.
See, it's just like highlights. A question of concentration. One of the 3 C's.
Wow. 3 C's of announcing too. We'll have to come up with our own.
There
little
you go. You
shirts
see,
for-
now it's something else to memorize, though.
Yeah,
It's like matchups. This has been a little difficult, but I'm getting there. I
Oh,
think
we're getting used to it. Fans appreciate
I think we're getting there. Consistency. Yeah, there we go. Consistency. A second of the C's.
it. Consistency.
Concentration, consistency. Give me a third C.
I mean,
What do they used to
communication
say?
works.
This
but
is before
I
your
don't
time.
wanna- I
A
don't wanna-
bouncy C. Some people who are watching will get a bouncy C. They'll get that. I don't expect you to get that. You
Is it
can
appropriate
Google.
to explain over the air.
Oh yeah, it's not
okay.
inappropriate. No. I haven't
Bouncing
sunken there
C.
yet. No. It's from a Saturday Night Live skit with
Oh,
when
sure.
Billy Crystal was on Saturday Night Live. He played an old not Al Jolson. I forget who the character was, but an old time music performer. He'd say, "Give me a bouncy C."
Saturday. That's a good show. Saturday Night Live. Always fun to watch on Saturday. Are they still recording? You know? No.
They were doing it from their homes, if I
Yeah,
remember
I'm
correctly.
guessing it's got to be tough after a while. I mean, got to have people together to make those skits, but good to entertain, obviously, and it's certainly something else to watch.
So the C's of announcing so far: consistency, concentration. No. Yeah, consistency and concentration.
Yeah, we got to think of a third C.
You're the one who came up with it.
It can't
so.
be communication. Well, we'll keep everyone updated. I'll be thinking throughout.
I'm sure
today's
people
performance.
are sitting
I'm
on the
sure
edge of their couches.
Edge of their seat on this
Yeah.
Saturday afternoon.
Exactly.
Can't wait for Andrew to give us that third C. Oh
This
boy,
is about the
What
time
word
that
could
Ben
it
will
be?
step out on the court in front of the camera and start pointing his chest. What about us? We're playing. Yeah. Back to highlight. 5 minutes to go till we play our second doubles game of matinee performance, afternoon performance.
And before we get into this doubles game, update you on those standings. Asier and Kubala did have a win, and they picked up the game number 3 today. So the first game today gives them 2 on the season. Two other teams, Douglas and Lamonti, and Ikeda and Fred, also with 2 wins and still atop that leaderboard for doubles. As we mentioned, the top of the broadcast, Tennessee and Bueno, they still have 3. Long season, goes till the end of June. A lot of the same things we've been saying, so just keeping you updated with those standings, but a lot of play left for those doubles. We'll be introducing, Stu, some new teams, hopefully next week. We mentioned Ron should be coming back, so Ron will be paired with last year's doubles champion, who was paired with Douglas. That was Rock, so Ron will be playing with Rock. We'll be excited to have him back.
Yes, Ron lives in California, and so he, of course, departed after our last season. Actually played 2 months at Casino Miami, which some of you may know as Miami Jai-Alai. It used to be called Miami Jai-Alai anyway. Only was called Miami Jai-Alai for 90 years, and they changed the name. And so he's been in California, and then in the midst of his being ready to come back here on May 1st, we had the pandemic. And so he's got a wife and a young daughter out there. And was a little concerned about leaving, but he got comfortable with that. So he actually drove from California.
Yeah,
I need to ask him about that drive. Yeah,
that's got to be a very scenic drive.
He made it in 3 days. He made it in 3 days.
We're gonna have to ask the route. I mean, you could go. Yeah, you probably go south. I mean, where do you even drive?
Well, I think it's also part of the attitude of how you make that drive, because it's like with me, it's like, you're staying in hotels, you're doing this. It's like, because I asked him, he said, "Where'd you stay?" He said, "In my car." He's so soft-spoken.
Yeah.
He's one of the nicest guys on the roster. Yeah. I mean, he genuinely is.
We say that about everyone, but it is true.
No, Tennessee, because we don't talk about the guys that are difficult. At least
course.
I can't, because I start getting, blood pressure gets up, and then
we
F-bombs start getting dropped, and
No.
so... That's a loud whistle, isn't it? That's like a particular... I bought those whistles on Amazon.
Yeah.
Not a plug for Amazon, but because occasionally if you don't give it a good blow, it doesn't sound. So these said something along the lines of...
And these guys will have every excuse to not hear. They
exactly.
don't hear the whistle.
No,
it's
exactly.
I didn't hear the whistle. Well, you got to blow it as loud as you can. You can hear it from across the casino.
So I think this whistle's called Sonic Boom or something like that. I forgot what it was. And so I, of course, fell for the advertising. It's just like, oh, it must be loud.
I'm sorry.
Exactly. 2 minutes to go until we begin game number 5. Game 5 is now just 2 minutes away. A little less than 2 minutes. On the whole, though, this is a really good group of players that we have here. And they've worked really hard over the course of the last 2.5 years to play. I mean, to come from various sports backgrounds, or, a few that didn't have a sports background. Fred didn't have a sports background, but, who didn't come and to pick this game up that looks funny. I think Anderluck, we'll save that for the next segment, but Anderluck had the best saying about, the best explanation of how he came to playing Jai-Alai. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. No. He still to say it with a minute to go. No, he said. So I came here. He told me I had to quit my job and put the test on the wrong hand. I said, well, for us, that's the right hand.
Yeah.
He said, not for me. It's not. It's left-handed.
You're gonna have to quit your job. You're gonna have to put it on the opposite hand, and you're gonna have to learn something from scratch.
Exactly.
Sold. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's just a really good group of guys.
Yeah. They got to have fun with it too. Obviously, there's been a lot of growing pains with it, a lot of frustration. So you got to keep it fun. You got to joke around, and just a fun environment. Always keep the announcers on our toes, and keep everyone here
absolutely
on their toes with the jokes and some plays, some shots sometimes that even Jai-Alai traditionalists, people have been watching the game for years, haven't even seen. So
this is true. We
always keep it real.
We do
here
sometimes
at Magic
have
City
different
Jai-Alai.
things. With that whistle, we're ready to begin game number 5, a spectacular 7 doubles match. This game is played at 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Our first matchup has Bueno and Tennessee serving against Diaz and Anderluck. 1 serves 2 to start off game 5. There's the serve. Game 5 has begun. What a throw by Anderluck. Real powerful coming from the right side. Backhand dropped, point 1. One serves the white shirts of post 3. El Barba and Ben. Ben backs into position. Powerful backhand. Taking on the forehand of Tennessee. El Barba on the backhand. Bueno. Juggled it. Got to catch it and stop it. Try to make up for it, though. They saw that one. Point 3. El Barba now serves with the green shirts at post 4. We have Lamonte and Douglas receiving. Douglas on the backhand. Powerful backhand throw. Here's El Barba. Swing and a miss. Point 4. Lamonte will now serve to the black shirts at post 5. This next matchup will be against Asier and Kubala. Kubala on the backhand. Here's Douglas from the 11 line. Powerful backhand. Little too hard, little too high, and out of play, point 5.
And you mentioned earlier, Douglas, he's got that new cesta, so sometimes trying to feel it out a little bit, those could escape a little bit, thrown into that upper netting there.
Here are the yellow shirts of post 6, Fred and Ikeda. Point 6. Fred now serves to the pink shirts of post 7. This next matchup. Carballo on the backhand. Ikeda, wow, coming in hot. He caught it. Catch by Ikeda. Powerful throw. Carballo. Beautiful rebote to the inside. Here's Ikeda. Ikeda puts it back on the inside. Carballo's there. Carballo from the backhand. Catch by Ikeda. Forehand rebote by Carballo. Ikeda moves in for the catch. There's the carom. Juggled in the front court and dropped. Point 6. Fred now serves 2. Purple shirts post 8 here now to complete the first round of play and receive. CRB, Vuelo. Scoop by Ikeda. Catch by Vuelo. Vuelo went back to the inside. Nice second effort by Ikeda to try to make that rebote. Point 8. That completes the first round of play, and all matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return in the second round, blue shirts at post 2. Diaz and Anderluck. Anderluck from the forehand. Here's Vuelo with a hop, makes the catch. Anderluck again from the 9 line. Picada, big bounce. Gonna score, Picada. You throw it high to the front wall. On the forehand, you look to get the big bounce out of the floor. That worked. Point 1. Point 2, rather. 2 serves, post 1. Here's Bueno in Tennessee. Difficult catch, crossing the side wall to Teng line, point 1. One is on the board with 3 points. Bueno now serves to the white shirts at post 3, Barba and Ben. Such a powerful throw by Ben. Ben again, this time a great catch on the backhand. Keeps it in play. Bueno back at the 10 line to make that catch. Barba for the rebote. Rebote inside. Point 3. 3 has 3 points and serving to the green shirts at post 4, Lamonte and Douglas. Douglas with the catch. Strong backhand. This rebote is coming all the way out. Douglas goes to the floor to make this rebote save. That's beautiful. Barba, great catch. Point 3. Possible game point for Barba and Ben in the white of post 3. Trying to stop them. Asier and Kubala. Barba, forehand rebote, inside. Here's Kubala. Great catch by Ben. Hard backhand. Point and game, ladies and gentlemen, to the white shirts of post 3. That's socially distanced. That's appropriate.
Strike a pose.
3 wins it. 1 comes in second. 6 serves to 2. It's a playoff for third place. Anderluck from the forehand. That is a powerful forehand that he just threw. Fred made the rebote. That's nice. Outside placement. Lands off the court. Third place finish goes to the yellow shirts of post 6, Fred and Ikeda. Results from Game 5 are official as posted. Coming in first, post 3. The white shirts of post 3. Barba and Ben. Taking second, post 1, Bueno and Tennessee. Coming in third, post 6, Fred and Ikeda. 3-1-6, official order of finish for Game 5. We'll have our prices here in just a moment. And our most competent of producers is the lovely Lindsay. She's an overachiever, actually. Came up with the third C. Confidence, cadence, and cognition. Wow.
Confidence, cadence, cognition. Cognition, that's a good word.
Cognition, that's an underused word.
I just like the sound of those words. I was going to say, I can't even pronounce.
You like the sound of cadence? No pun intended? I like that. That's kind of funny.
Like that.
Here we have our prices. The Quinella 1-3, $34.60. The trifecta, $3-1-6, $470.40. Second number in today's pick 3, the number 3. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 6. Game 6 is a spectacular 7 singles match, played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. There are no scratches in our 6th game. Post time, 7 minutes away. Yeah, we're a little more than halfway finished with today's 9-game performance. And a reminder that we are back tomorrow. We play Jai-Alai Thursdays through Sundays. Thursday matinee at 12 p.m., Thursday afternoon at 4 p.m., Friday matinee 12 p.m., Friday afternoon at 4 p.m. Saturdays we play one performance at 4 p.m., and Sunday one performance at 12 noon. That's the schedule through July.
And Stu, for that doubles tournament, first win for the team of Bet and El Barba. Obviously, El Barba was hurt, or sick, so he was not playing these first couple of days. That's a team, I don't know how I kind of glossed over them when looking at these doubles teams here, but that's a team on paper as well. Probably the strongest out of those teams. We're talking a lot about Diaz and Anderlecht, but both Ben and El Barba. El Barba, I would categorize as one of the streakiest players. When he is on, he can really compete with almost anyone on the roster.
No question about it.
Ben, very good at catching. Played tight end for the Canes, so a lot of skill there with both of these guys, and both football players, so both very, competitive. It's going to be a good team. I think communication. I think one of the C's for that team is going to be key, because both of those guys are very good. They both like, El Barba very much likes to have control of the ball, likes to play with the ball in his cesta. Play with the ball in his cesta. He just likes to go for a lot of balls. Very, aggressive player. So we'll see how that team chemistry works out. But on paper, that's highlight-wise a lot of skill with that team. So we'll see how that plays out over the course of this season.
That whistle is loud, isn't it?
Very loud. I don't know. That's higher than Sonic. I don't know what's above.
No, that's the Sonic Boom. That's what it's called.
Sonic Boom.
It's called the Sonic something or other. In fact, it's even imprinted on the plastic there. Sonic something or other. I mean, I wasn't being spiteful. It wasn't like I was sitting there saying, "Oh, you can't hear the whistle. We'll get a whistle that you can hear." And we got this thing. But there's no question you can hear it.
Oh yeah. You may be able. I don't even know if the people can hear it through the live stream, but you might be able to through the glass, through everything. You could hear it as those pick 3 prices come out. That's some consolation, $1,000 payouts on the consolation. How about that?
That's in the pick 3. That's not even in the high 5.
That's not the high 5. Pretty
and
good prices.
Trifecta numbers are looking good too. $717 in the trifecta pool with a few minutes to go to post. Not bad.
And while we have an extra moment here, we were going to explain what all those numbers meant. You were talking about the pools. So you see those numbers, win odds in the top left, those pools, and then Quinella odds. So all of the pools here for betting purposes are kept separate. If you place a bet to win, the only money that is paid out for the win is the money that is placed into it. If you bet into the place, which is second, or you bet into the show, that money will not be paid back out into the win. Same thing with the Quinellas and, the win, obviously. None of those overlap. All of those are separate. Whatever is bet into each separate pool, that is the amount that's paid out. So sometimes you see prices where, Quinellas may be more than Exactas may be more than Quinellas. So that's why there's a little bit of discrepancy there. It only matters what is bet into the pool, that specific pool.
And you're also not competing against the house.
Right.
You're competing against whoever else has placed a wager in that particular pool. So Quinella bettors are betting against whoever else has bet a Quinella. And the odds are not set by odds makers either. Those odds are based on the wagers that are based on the numbers. Yeah. You basically are saying, exactly, who's the favorite? The favorite is the person who the most people are betting on to win that game or win as part of that combination. That's why you have post positions on the front of the jersey, permanent player numbers on the back of the jersey. You're betting on the post position. So people will occasionally come in with highlights. It's always been kind of funny because obviously of the 3 pari-mutuels, which is thoroughbreds, greyhounds, and highlight, typically the lowest pools have been in highlight the last couple of years anyway. Sorry, last 30 years. And so people will say, well, I don't know, that number was 99-1 and I placed a bet on it and I got even money. Well, yes, you changed the odds on that with your bet.
You were that guy.
We have 1 minute to go till we begin Game 6. Game 6 is now just 1 minute away. And Lindsay put in a plug for the Old Oxford Dictionary.
Correct, yeah.
I mean, if it's bad enough to where you're starting to read the dictionary.
It's, you know, it's a little too much. We're being a little crazy out here. Sorry about that, Lindsay. Hate to make you do that on a beautiful Saturday. And obviously another note with those pools, the bigger they get, the more money that's bet into them, obviously, the more that has to be paid out. So
yes, we don't keep.
Yes,
I mean, obviously we work off of a percentage
right.
in the pool, the holdback, but yes, no,
so,
all that money gets redistributed.
Yes. Yep.
There's the oh so loud whistle. We're ready to begin game number 6, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points, points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirts of post 1, that's one shirt, post 1. Zanderluck receiving in the blue of post 2, Bueno. Anderluck serves. That is an overserve. We begin game 1 with an overserve. Point 2. 2 first up on the board. Cool Fitness receives. Good catch by Cool Fitness. Point 2. Bueno has 2 points. Our next matchup has Bueno serving to the green shirt of post 4, CRB. Great catch on the forehand of Bueno. Good effort by CRB to try to get that ball to the front wall. Fell short. Point 2. Bueno now serves to the black shirt of post 5. Here's Diaz. Catch by Bueno mid-court. Here's Diaz from the backhand. To the inside he goes. Bueno's there. Great catch by Diaz. Diaz high to the front wall. Bueno from the forehand. Diaz. Scoop missed. Point 2. 2 with 4 straight points. That'll bring to the court the yellow shirt of post 6. Here's Tennessee. Tennessee from the backhand. Nice and hard. Caught by Bueno on the forehand at the 11 line. Wow. Yeah, that was kind of dangerous. Point 2. Chu has 5 points. Here's post 7, Ben. That's an overserve. Point 7. Ben now serves to the purple shirt of post 8. Vuelo will complete the first round of play. Vuelo from the backhand. Here's Ben. Vuelo turns to save the rebote. He threw it high enough. That stays in. Beautiful. Powerful throw. Gonna score. Point 7. That completes the first round of play, and all matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return in the second round. Red of post 1, Anderluck. Powerful backhand by Anderluck. That's a beautiful carom thrown by Anderluck and an even better catch by Ben. Robote's coming out. Robote left side, missed. Point 7. Ben has 4 points. He serves to the white of post 3. Here's Cool Fitness. Powerful backhand by Cool Fitness to the outside. Ben for the Robote. 2-all. Lands wide. Point 3. Cool Fitness is now serving to CRB in post 4. CRB from the backhand at the 12 line. Cool Fitness missed it on the forehand, point 4. Here's post 5, the black shirt, Diaz. Here's Diaz on the backhand. CRB mid-court from the forehand. Carom. Diaz is on it, stops it, returns it. It scores point 5. Here's the yellow shirt of post 6 receiving, Tennessee. Diaz on the catch. That's the 2-all he's famous for, point 5.
And that one perfectly executed. You saw how hard it cut out into that side netting. No chance for Tennessee to get there.
5 has 4 points, but Bueno returns with possible game point. Diaz for the Robote. Nicely played to the inside. Here's Bueno. Good catch by Diaz. Nice backhand. Here's Bueno. Outside placement, not outside enough. Here's Bueno. That's another good Robote. Hits the side wall. Bueno dropped it on the forehand, point 5.
That's a tough matchup there. Diaz, one of the guys you definitely don't want to see going up with possible game point against him. Always tough to get that final point.
Tenacity paying off for Diaz. Possible game point for Diaz. Trying to stop him. Voilo. Forehand Robote by Diaz. Voilo on the run. Missed the catch. Point and game to the black shirt of post 5. Diaz. No playoff here. 2 places, 7 shows. Unofficial order finish 5-2-7. It's official. Coming in first, post 5. Diaz. Taking second, post 2. Bueno coming in third, post 7. Ben, 5-2-7. The official order finish for Game 6. And we'll have your prices in just a moment. Three games left in today's performance. Wow. The Quinella 2-5. So that's first and second in any order. 2-5 or 5-2, 31-20. The pick 3, 6-3-5. 2 of 3 numbers. Returning 529-60. No one had all 3, so 2 of 3 is the consolation. Trifecta 527. It's first, second, and third place finishers 449-60. And Andrew just mentioned it off of the mic. That's a very respectable win price, $25.40 for 5 to win. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 7. Spectacular 7 scoring, meaning that all points will double after the first round of play. Game 7 closes out the High Five jackpot. Game 7 is the third and final doubles game in today's performance. Post time for Game 7, just about 7 minutes away.
And we're getting another question fed to us from our producer, Lindsay. Lovely Lindsay, of course. So this is an interesting one, Stu. Reading it here, if there's a situation where a player just basically swings his cesta at the ball, pretty much think like a baseball bat, and you're swinging at a pitch coming in, and it actually happens to make contact with that front wall, would the play continue as good?
Yes.
It would.
I'm trying to think of a circumstance where that would happen. Usually where we'll see that is when the rebote, so the rebote is the rebound off the back wall. So the ball's gone over the player's head. Okay. It's going towards the front wall. The player's got his eye on it. He can't catch it in the cesta and throw it because you can't catch a rebote. You kind of motion it to the front wall. So if you just make contact, you swing and you hit it and it gets up to the front wall, yes. Now, if you were just playing normally and the ball came off of the front wall and you swung your cesta and hit it, well, like on the outside of the cesta, realistically, yes, it just has to make contact with the cesta.
Okay.
I've never seen that happen. I've never seen that happen where, like with the side of the cesta or the back of the cesta. If it goes on the inside of the cesta, theoretically, yes, that would count.
If you I've never swung at it and caught it in a perfect motion, that it would fly off.
There's actually a basket sport that's played in, obviously the game of highline originated in Spain, and the Basque Country of Spain, and they play a number of different ball sports.
Yeah.
And so one of the games that they do play, I believe it's called remonte, and that is, it doesn't have, it's a cesta, it's a wicker basket, it doesn't have a pocket anywhere near that, and you do slap at it. Yeah. You do slap at it. It still kind of comes in the cesta, but it like shoots right back out.
Yeah, I was going to say it'd be kind of hard. I mean,
I have seen. I mean, Carballo did something close to that, where it came in and out, but he still caught it for a second.
Yeah, he tries to do that. Sometimes he gets in the air and catches it and throws it in the same motion. That's usually as close as we get to something like baseball. It's a catch and sort of on the way back and just flings it forward on the way through. It's kind of hard to visualize.
Someone had another baseball comparison, didn't they?
Yeah, no, there was an interesting comparison. You talk about, the difficulty of the sport of highlight. One of the viewers sort of texted in that, think of it, baseball players, the sweet spot of a bat. That's sort of the catch area, if you will, of the baskets that the players are dealing with here. So compare that to like the barrel of a baseball, the sweet spot of a bat. Those guys go up there and they, when they have their at-bats, they have a minimum of 3 strikes until they're out, obviously, if they put the ball in play and whatever. There's a bunch of different reasons. But these highlight players, they have pretty much the same area to catch it or make contact, and they only get 1 shot at it. Baseball players could get 3. They can get obviously more than 3. That's just, if you use the full amount of strikes in the at-bat. But that just sort of gives you an idea of how, difficult and how, there's not a lot of space on that barrel of the bat. If you're a baseball fan, you understand that hitting the sweet spot of the bat really makes the ball launch, go far. But that area is, no more. You were saying, how big is the area with the cesta to catch it?
Well, the margin of error on either side is a half inch on either side.
Yeah, so similar to that. And these guys, they don't have strikes, they don't have balls. They got to make the play wherever that ball comes in. There's no strike zone. It's every pitch is in play, and they got that that sweet spot to make contact every single time. So really just shows you how difficult it is to catch. Compared to some of our sports that you may watch. Major sports.
That was, of course, submitted by none other than Dennis Getze, one of our fans from the first. I mean, I think he actually was the first person to run a VIP table here at Magic City Jai-Alai. Would come with his families on the weekend, and oddly enough, that's how Lamonte came to us.
How about that?
That's it. Lamonte would come with him with his kids, and he was retiring from the Coast Guard and decided that he might like to give this a shot. We thought we might like to give him a shot, and it's paid off in spades.
How about that?
Yeah. We are about 2 minutes away, a little less than 2 minutes away from post time. That's the time we begin the game. In Game 7, Game 7 is now just less than 2 minutes away. This is a third and final call for all wagering in Game 7. This is the last call to make all your wagers in our 7th game, final doubles game of this Saturday afternoon performance. With this next serve, we'll begin game number 7, a spectacular 7 doubles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirts of Post 1, we have the team of El Barba and Ben. Receiving in the blue of Post 2, Juice and Carballo. Our first matchup of the 7th game has El Barba serving to Juice and Carballo. El Barba serves. Game 7 is underway. It's a nice backhand throw by Carballo. Here's Ben. Catch by Ben. Carballo keeps it on the forehand. El Barba scoops it up on the backhand. Carballo hooked it to the pad. The pad is bad. Point 1. El Barba now serves to the white shirts of Post 3. We have the team of Lamonte and Douglas. That's a bullet from the left side of Douglas. Douglas, difficult catch. Gets it back up to the front wall, crossing the side wall down low. Scoop attempt missed. Point 1. One have 2 points. Here are the green shirts of Post 4 receiving. We have Fred and Ikeda. Ikeda had to run up and get it, but he got it. Here's Ben. That was tricky by Ben. That was a legitimate reverse 2-all. That scored. That missed, actually. Trying to throw it around the opponent, and I was coming around you. Point 4. Here are the black shirts of Post 5, CRB and Vuelo. It's a hard serve by Fred. Point 4.
Yeah, Fred really improved on that serve this year, something we've noticed in all these games, too.
No question about it. Here are the yellow shirts at post 6, the team of Diaz and Anderluck. Good catch by Anderluck. Powerful forehand. Rebote coming out to Fred. Fred for the rebote. It's a 2-all. It's stopped by Diaz, showing some good finesse on that catch. Rebote hits the overhead screen. Point 6. This next matchup has Diaz serving to the pink shirts of post 7, Asier and Kubala. Over serve. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirts of post 8, we have Bueno and Tennessee. Bueno picks the serve, picked another serve. He's picking all the serves. The first one counts. Point 8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return in the second round, Carballo and Juice. That is a beautiful throw by Carballo. The sidearm carom scores. Point 2.
I just threw it so quick there, Stu. The post 8 team had no time to react.
White shirts at post 3 receive. Lamonte Douglas return. Ball died coming out of the service box and scores. Wow, point 2. Chu has 4 points, serving to post 1. El Barba and Ben receive. El Barba picks the serve, rifles the reverse. Juice has got to get back inside. He made it. El Barba tipped it. Excellent hustle by Juice. Did not look like he was going to be there, but he was. Point 2.
See Carballo over there. Great teammate giving him a pat on the head there.
Possible game point here for post 2. Juice and Carballo trying to stop them. CRB and Vuelo. Vuelo moves up on it, makes the catch on the forehand. Outside placement. Scoop attempt missed. Rebote.
Wow.
Rebote made it.
Does hit.
Vuelo on the run. Vuelo just flipped it back up. You got 2 players up in the front court trying to get it. This Rebote coming way out. No! Bad communication between the 5 team. This scores. Point in game, post 2. Carballo, Juice. Chu wins it. This is a playoff for second and third place. 4 serves to 1. Hard serve by Fred. He gets it in. Here's Ben. Ben blasts it low. Ikeda scoops it up on the backhand. Ben missed it on the forehand. Point and place to post 4. 1 comes in third. Unofficial order finish. 2-4-1. Your prices will be up in just a moment.
Let's do a good example there. We've been talking about communication pretty much all season long with these doubles. Right there, a perfect example of why it's so important to communicate. That's like in baseball when there's a pop fly between both the outfielders. Someone's got to call it. You got to have At least one person on the team has that ability to call the other guy off. You can't let that happen, drop between both guys. You got it, I got it, you got it, I got it. Goes
no,
between
and
both
this is also a little bit of a problem with guys who don't have a lot of experience where this is concerned. For instance, earlier in the prior win where Carballo and Juice won.
Yeah.
Not this game where they won the previous, or they didn't win, but they had played well together. Carballo went all the way into the front. I mean, he literally almost ran Juice over to get the rebote. Yeah. Now, if you had a different type of player who caught that ball, just lob it over his head so it wouldn't come out to the rebote. In this case, we had basically the same thing. There's no hard, fast rule. We did have a couple rules about that last year, but there are no hard, fast rules that say where a front quarter or back quarter can be. So, but you basically have an idea, and that's what the lines on the side wall are for. So the players know where they are in relation to the front court or the back court, or how much room they have before they hit the back wall if they're running backwards. Yeah. So in that case, you had a back quarter well into the front court, already out of position, and then he didn't go for it. And the front quarter sees the back quarter coming into the front court saying, well, yeah, you got to get it. And it's like, and then, no, you get it. No, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, and then it drops and points over, game to the other team.
So the high five, 2-6-3-5-2, 3 of 9, 3 of 5 in the consolation payout there. The trifecta, 241, 201, 80. Look at that Quinella. $101 in the Quinella. And the high five carryover, we're now starting to get into interesting territory. We guarantee the high five at $2,000. So once it gets beyond $2,000, the pot starts growing. And we're in that territory now. $2,111. $2,112.80. That's 3 of 5 numbers returning $402.40. The high five easily one of the most popular wagers here at Magic City Jai-Alai, partially because of the $2,000 guarantee. But now it will grow until one person hits it. Yeah, real respectable prices coming out here. A win back in the double digits. Overall, great. 2 games left in today's performance, ladies and gentlemen. We have 2 games remaining, games 8 and 9. 2 singles games. All feature game players here in the 8th and 9th game. Game 8 up next. Spectacular 7 the scoring. Game 8 closes out the Mighty Ocho. Post time for Game 8, 7 minutes away.
Yeah, so you mentioned these feature players going to be in both games 8 and 9 to close it out here on this Saturday. So probably a good time to give a little standings review as we've said multiple times. Throughout the broadcast, we have the overall singles standings that will last throughout the duration of this whole season through November 30th. So we got a long way to go with that. Every win a player receives in singles games that they play, they will get 1 point. So through a week and a half, Ikeda, kind of a surprise. Douglas was our singles and doubles champion last year. Ikeda came in latter part of the season, had a nice, very respectable run, but came out of the gates very hot in 2020. 13 wins for Ikeda. He's atop the standings right now, followed by Douglas at 9. Are these feature game players? Anderluck, he's got 7. You'll see Ben with 3, Carballo with 2, Kubala with 1. So definitely Ikeda and Douglas, Anderluck, top 3 guys to look out in this marquee games 8 and 9. We mentioned it's kind of like baseball. We have a lot of baseball comparisons in the broadcast today, but think of it like baseball. They have different levels of professional play, AA, AAA, and, MLB. There's obviously more levels than that, but we have 3 games, 3 feature games. Those first games that we have, singles matches, are going to be featured players that are professional level, obviously, but more like AA, a little lower skill level than the guys that are going to be playing in those middle singles games, which is like the AAA games, and then these games 8 and 9, the later singles matches are like the MLB, those professional level, the marquee games, as Stu just said. That's a good word. I like those marquee games here, featuring some of the top players. So again, with the standings, Ikeda 13, Douglas 9, Anderluck 7. Pretty tightly packed. Diaz had a couple of wins today, Stu. 5 wins on the week. He's leading the roster in wins this week. So congratulations, Diaz. He is tied for 3rd with Vlelo. How about that? Goes Ikeda, Douglas. Ikeda 13, Douglas 9. Vlelo at 8. Diaz at 8. Anderluck at 7, and then CRB at 4, and then A couple guys 3, 2, 1, and then a few guys that are winless thus far, but a long season to go still. Folks, less than a minute till we begin this 8th game of the afternoon. May have a bit of a delay here.
Well, it's not so much a delay. We've got
something interesting going on. That's why there's been a bit of dead air.
Tennessee on a scissor lift in front of the front wall. He kind of misunderstood that. Yeah. Okay, so we got to give you full context. There's a net mesh that goes on the side of the court and on top of the court, and if the ball hits just the right spot, it will go through the net mesh. So Tennessee is one of the people here who's not afraid of heights, and so he usually gets balls, but in between the matinee and evening or after the performance. So in this case, he's not playing this game, which is good. He decided to get a scissor lift, which we just have 2 scissor lifts sitting around here, and nonchalant, and just went up and got it. So we'll wait till he backs out. There we go.
He's down. Yay.
Moving on. With this serve, we'll begin game number 8. It's really not me. I swear it's not me. A spectacular 7. Singles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving. Red shirt of post 1 is Carballo. Receiving blue of post 2. Bueno. There's the serve. We begin game 8. Carballo with the catch. There's the backhand. Bueno on the run. Forehand rebote from the 7 line. Here's Carballo. Carballo going outside. Didn't get there. Bueno going outside. He didn't get there either. Catch by Bueno. Bueno. Oh, boy. Kind of lost track of the court there. Yeah, that wasn't particularly pretty, but well fought. Point 1. Here's post 3. The white shirt. This matchup has Carballo serving to Ben. Powerful, powerful backhand by Ben. Carballo going to the floor. Beautiful form all the way down. Just missed the rebote, though. Point 3. That'll bring to the court the green shirt of post 4. Here's Douglas. Ball tipped. Point 4. Tennessee, can you put the scissor lift away until we're finished with the game, please? That beeping is getting to everyone. Thank you. Moving on. Here's post 5. Ikeda. Beautiful rebote by Douglas. Catch by Ikeda. Ball goes off the side of the cesta, point 5. Ikeda now serves to the yellow shirt of post 6, Anderluck. Rebote left side by Ikeda. Anderluck moving up on the ball, did not complete the catch, point 5. Our next matchup has Ikeda serving to the pink shirt of post 7. Here's Kubala. Forehand rebote by Ikeda. Here's Kubala. Picada by Kubala. Wow. What a catch. Forehand rebote by Ikeda. Forehand rebote again by Ikeda. Kubala has it. Low and inside. Ikeda was there. Outside placement. Kubala's there.
Oh, yes, again.
Scoop attempt missed. Well played point by both Kubala and Ikeda. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive purple shirt of post 8, El Barba. It's a beautiful backhand throw by El Barba. Swing and a miss, midcourt. Point 8. That completes the first round of play, and all matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return, post 2. Bueno. Rebote, left side, passes Bueno. That's beautiful by El Barba. Bueno, moving around to make that catch. Great catch by El Barba. Powerful throw by El Barba. Here's Bueno. 2-wall rebote. That is textbook perfect by Bueno right there. That was gorgeous. Point 2. Wow. That's all we want to see every time. That's all. I don't ask for much. That's all. Post 1 receives Carballo. Powerful backhand by Carballo. Beautifully thrown. Ball tipped. Point 1. 1 on the board with 3 points. Here's post 3, Ben. Carballo, forehand rebote. He makes the save. Here's Ben from the 11 line. Beautifully caught on the forehand. He comes over the top. Catch by Ben midcourt. Powerful backhand by Carballo. Ben, beautiful rebote, just too high. That hit the overhead screen. Out of play, point 1. Possible game point here for the red shirt of post 1. Carballo trying to stop him. Post 4, Douglas. Powerful backhand by Douglas. Rebote. Swing and a miss. Point and game. Post 1, the red shirt, Carballo. 1 wins it. 5 serves 2. This is for second and third place. Swing and a miss on the forehand rebote. Point and place to post 2. 5 comes in third. Unofficial order finish 1, 2, 5. Your prices will be up in a moment. Here are your prices. The Mighty Ocho, 162-635-21. 3 of 8 numbers returning, $28.40. The trifecta from Game 8, 125-426-40. Quinella, 1-2, $29 even. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 9. The 9th and final game of this Saturday matinee performance. Saturday afternoon performance, rather. Next game is played at 9. That's 9 points. Points double after the first round of play. And Spectacular 9, pretty much all the same thing as Spectacular 7, but we have a lovely video that's been produced to explain it.
Spectacular 9 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 9 points wins the game.
We hope you enjoyed that and thoroughly understand all the intricacies of a Spectacular 9 Superfecta match. With 4 minutes to go until Game 9. Andrew, you were saying something about movies?
Oh, Stu,
why weren't you watching the video, first of all? Have you seen the video?
The Spectacular 9 video?
Yes, have you seen it?
Very familiar with the Spectacular 9 scoring.
Okay.
It's similar,
all right.
except
as long as you've studied that, you can move on to...
We're allowed to, millennials are allowed to be on their phones. No, Stu, just pulling this up here. We've got movies, obviously. big source of entertainment nowadays. You watched any over during the quarantine?
Yes, but nothing new, actually. Watch Silence of the Lambs. Douglas had not seen
Silence of the Lambs.
Douglas had never seen Silence of the
Isn't that a
Lambs.
scary movie?
You've never seen Silence of the Lambs
I've never
either?
seen Silence of the
I'm
Lambs.
really beginning to show my age.
I don't do scary.
It's not scary. It's a thrill. No, it's a thrill.
Really?
No, everybody around him is shaking.
Everyone's
George, who's not
shaking
on a
it.
microphone. Everybody's no. It's not scary. It's a thriller. It's not. No, I don't do horror
might
movies
have to
either.
watch,
It's
yeah.
by no means. Oh no, it's easily one of the greatest movies of the 20th century. Well, actually, it was done in the that was the 20th century. It was in the 90s.
I did a whole movie draft. We did 96 to 99, 2000, 2003, like a couple years. All
Man
the way
on
up
Fire.
To
I also watched Man on Fire.
Man on Fire.
Yeah, if you haven't.
That one.
Man on Fire with
Who's in that?
Denzel.
Denzel.
Denzel, fantastic. Sorry to interrupt.
I was saying,
Go
no,
ahead.
I was going to say, we had some movies here. What did we had? Snowpiercer. Snowpiercer, they're making a whole series about it. I don't know if you've watched TNT now. It's commercials everywhere for Snowpiercer. We just watched the movie. It's about basically life becomes inhabitable on planet Earth. It just becomes too cold. They try to put a cooling agent or something, and then people are stuck, society, on a train. Yeah. Not the best movie, though, in my opinion, but I'm not...
And you're
What's
plugging
the
it
movie
because
review? What's the movie? No, we're just talking about movies. Well, we're getting the people, if
talk about good
if they have any
movies.
good movies. Well, best movie I saw, I was going to say the worst one. The best one I saw, Imitation Game. Have you seen that one?
No.
Benedict Cumberbatch. Definitely a really good movie if you haven't seen it. Also, Good Will Hunting. Hadn't seen Good Will Hunting.
You'd never seen Good Will
Never
Hunting.
seen Good Will Hunting.
And here's another one that we watched in what's the name? Talking about going back a little bit with movies. So your movie assignments are
Okay, give it to me. And people on the chat, please, if there's movie suggestions, we'll take them all.
Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs.
Man on Fire is a little on the violent side,
No,
but
it's fine. I'm good with violence is okay.
Just
but
not
yeah,
horror.
Horror is,
All
a
right.
little worse.
and the other one that I actually watched with Andrew Luck, and it was actually Andrew Luck, he K'd the top three, Andrew
Sure.
Luck, Carballo, and Douglas,
Yeah.
was what the hell is it called? It's called Scent of a Woman. Scent of a Woman. Write it down. Scent of a Woman. So those are the three
I don't want to have that just on a piece of paper. Just a loose piece of paper in my notebook. People are going to have some questions about that. But Stu, anything for you. All right.
You could write the movie down. The movie Scent of a Woman. The movie Scent of a Woman.
Fortunately,
we only have 1 minute till
1 minute
post.
to go. Oh, that's funny. But seriously, movie recommendations, we will take those. Clock strikes 0. Stu, ready to begin. Superfecta Game 9.
And away we go with the ninth and final game in this afternoon's performance. This is a spectacular 9 superfecta match, played to 9 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving red shirt of post 1, number 22, Bueno. Receiving blue of post 2, Anderluck. There's the serve. We begin. Bueno missed the rebote at the side wall, point 2. 2 now serves to the white shirt of post 3. Here's Douglas. Powerful serve by Anderluck. Here's Douglas. Ball goes off of Anderluck's cesta and scores, point 3. Green shirt to post 4 takes the court. Here's Kubala. Next matchup has Douglas serving to Kubala. Forehand rebote missed at the 7 line. Point 4. Four serving to the black shirt at post 5. Taking the court is Ben. What a catch by Ben. Beautiful serve by Kubala. Kubala from the forehand. Over the top. Picada, big bounce. Brought down, but not held on to by Ben. Point 4. Four serves, post 6. Taking the court, El Barba in the yellow shirt. Catch by Kubala, almost. Ball was coming to the forehand, just missed it. Point 6. El Barber now serves to the pink shirt of post 7, Ikeda. That got away from El Barba on the forehand on the serve. Overserve, point 7. Here's post 8 to complete the first round of play. Carballo. Ikeda goes to the floor, but missed the rebote. Point 8. Bueno receives. Post 1, the red shirt. Big backhand by Bueno. Nice forehand rebote by Carballo. Bueno with a great catch midcourt. Forehand rebote somehow stayed away from the overhead screen. Bueno is going to get a big bounce out of this rebote, and it scores. Point 1. Here's post 2, Anderluck in the blue shirt. Ball tipped off the serve. Point 1. One on the board with 4 points, serving to white shirt at post 3, Douglas. Powerful reverse by Douglas, good catch by Bueno. Douglas on the backhand. Swing and a miss. Escapa means the ball escaped from the cesta. Point 3. Douglas has 3 points. He serves to Ben in the black of post 5. Powerful reverse by Ben. Douglas on the rebote, caught the side wall. Douglas, excellent hustle and showing some really good control, keeping that ball in play. Douglas from the forehand, over the top, fires it to the inside. Ben's there with a great catch at the 12 line. Long carom. Douglas stops it. Blasts the cortada home to score. Point 3.
And that's the shot of the week there, Stu. Just above the pad, that low, hard forehand. That scores for Douglas.
Green shirt at post 4 receives. Kubala. Powerful backhand for Kubala. Forehand rebote, played a pass by Douglas, beautifully thrown. Douglas from the 6th line. Blast the reverse rebote, going to go all the way. Almost. Point 3.
And that's a time right there, Stu. The only time you wouldn't hit it with the cesta on the backside. Kubala, you saw him running back.
Yes, if he would have made contact with that, that would have counted. Possible game point here for the white shirt at post 3. Douglas trying to stop him. El Barba. Beautiful backhand throw by El Barba. Douglas for the rebote. Just keeps it in play. Goes up. El Barba's got it. Douglas, what a diving save to make this. It is going to score. What a way to win if you're going to win. Point and game, ladies and gentlemen. White shirt at post 3, Douglas. Bueno comes in second. Kubala comes in third. This will be a playoff for 4th place. 7-8, 2 and 6. 7 first serves to 8. Catch by Ikeda. Ikeda with the carom. That landed out. Point 8. 2 now serves to 6. The winner of this point meets 8 in the continuing playoff for 4th place. Beautiful serve by Anderluck. That's a great catch by El Barba. Anderluck from the forehand. Plays it back to pass. El Barba cuts it off. Reverse 2-all. Not cutting out. Another great catch by El Barba. Beautifully caught. One-handed grab. Missed. Point 6. This is quad point. 4th place will be decided by this point. Carballo serves El Barba. Great catch, almost made by El Barba. That serve was coming in hot. Point and quad, post 8, Carballo. Unofficial order finish, 3-1 for 8.
And Stu, an important win for Douglas. Double-digit win number 10 on the year for him now. 10 wins on the season, just 3 behind Ikeda, still leading that singles race after, with 1 day left in this week through almost 2 full weeks of play.
Yes, it is.
And a lot less games, too, to note there for Douglas. Has played in less games than Ikeda, so long season to go. 10 wins for Douglas, reached double digits. Congratulations. First 10 of many. Probably will reach triple figures at some point during this season as he did last year.
Well, if you look at his, if you look at his win percentage, which I don't have in front of me, his win percentage is the highest of the group.
I believe I have the win percentage. Yeah, his win percentage. Yeah, just about 65%, and Ikeda's in the money about 57% of the time, even though Ikeda has more wins.
So over half the time that he's stepping on the court, he's winning now.
Yes, he's getting.
So we'll see how that goes. And your prices are good from game number 9. 10-cent super, 3148, returning $46.77. Trifecta, 314, 124 even. Quinella, first and second in any order, $14.60. So we'll finish out for today. Banging of the ball in the background is the sound of Legend, who's doing some practicing. Legend's been out about a little shy of a year with knee reconstruction. He's starting to practice. He's scheduled to potentially come back June 1st, which is what we're hoping for. He's throwing it around with Ikeda right now. That's good to see. We'll, of course, be back tomorrow. Post time is 12 o'clock p.m., and that will finish out our week. So, with your movie picks and...
frozen milk for next week. That's next week.
So your movie picks and frozen milk and scissor lifts and loud whistles. Yeah, this is called the Tangential Show, is really what this is called.
I think that'll do it for
It's running one long tangent with some highlight in between. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for this Saturday afternoon performance of Live Highlight in the Magic City on YouTube's Highlight Channel. We are glad that you chose to join us this afternoon and invite you to join us again tomorrow when we'll play 9 more action-packed games at 12 p.m. We sure hope you enjoyed today's highlight action at Magic City. Please like and subscribe to the Highlight Channel. And let us know your thoughts and any questions you may have while we're playing in the chat section on YouTube. And we will do our best to get to as many of those questions as possible. On behalf of the players, staff, and management of Magic City Jai-Alai, we thank you for joining us today and hope you'll join us again at 12 p.m. tomorrow. Andrew?
Take care, everyone. Have a good night.
Goodbye
See
till
you
we can
tomorrow.
see you back here at Jai-Alai. Have a good night.